Hey friends, Casey Ashmore back in the studio talking to you about how you can be aware of and perhaps avoid costs and expenses in a family law dissolution scenario. So one of the ways, we were talking about custody in the prior segment, custody disputes can really increase costs, and they can be crushing costs for some families. So I'll give you an example of that. When there's a dispute over how the children are going to be raised, then some of the remedies that, if the court hears evidence and it's unsure about making a ruling right there on the spot, here's all those disparaging, remarks. Oh, I don't like the way he parents. I really don't like the way she parents. But there was never any complaint about the parenting before the marriage was going to be dissolved. Well, then the next step is the court's going to appoint some experts to investigate what's in the best interest of those children. The least expensive of those can be an amicus or an ad litem attorney, and the most expensive is a full psychological evaluation on the parents and a full custody evaluation on the entire, two households plus the children. So these are, a psychologist, you're looking, if there's going to be a full-blown psychological evaluation, you're looking at $7,000 to $14,000 per party, per side, that kind of investment. Custody evaluation, about the same price. It's not going to be all at once, but it's going to be something to get that relief. You're going to have to make those payments. You're going to have to pay that expert to figure out who has done what and where the pieces are on the board, and then advise the judge, or if it's a jury trial scenario, give an expert opinion to the judge or the jury about what they found about family violence, what they found about who's got the better household, who should be the primary caretaker, these other factors. And then the psychological evaluation can be another layer on top of that, right? That custody evaluator is just looking at custody. Psychological evaluator is looking at what's going on with these parents' behavior and how's it affecting these children. Ad litem, amicus. You can really inflate the costs of a divorce by contentiousness over custody matter. And remember, sometimes that's worth fighting for, right? Drugs, alcohol, family violence, that's worth fighting for. Other things, I don't like his parenting style, I don't like her parenting style. Maybe you need a check back on that one. Maybe you need to think about a more low-cost solution. Maybe you need to think about compromises, because all of those experts are going to be hemmed into the same octagon that your facts, you're adding expert opinions. That's all in the crucible of the Texas Family Code, the Texas Rules of Evidence, the Texas Rules of Civil Procedure, and then that judge or jury is going to make a call based on the law plus the evidence, and that's really going to get you what the legislature in Austin, the people we've been voting for the last 30, 40, 50 years, have set out in the Texas Family Code. So again, being reasonable, reaching compromises on these issues, and avoiding all these costs that can just be crushing, especially when you got families who, they need those assets to raise kids, send kids to college, or if their kids are already grown, they need those assets for retirement. Don't spend them all on these kinds of things.